Hello and welcome to this video. I'll share my Smart Parse PDF tool that I have been fortunate enough to be able to open source for the public. This tool is based on the need for many organizations who has AI specialists and AI adoption specialists creating small-scale agents with the use of RAG tools. This could be custom copilots, this could be custom GPTs, or custom code agents themselves. Often in our organizations, I find that we get a lot of presentations and PowerPoints or very badly formatted PDFs that people want to be able to discuss with and talk to within their agents. And I love that people have their own data and are starting to get the hang of how to make agents and how they should think about knowledge. But I've had at least a very severe problem with making very bad chatbots with very bad PDFs. So I've made a tool with the new DeepSeek OCR and the new Gemini 3.0 Pro, and the combination of those be able to process PDFs very well. The problem is as follows. You might have some presentations like this, presentations with a lot of data points, a lot of graphs, images, and where a whole slide's information is basically in a graph. This information is unreadable by a RAG system. Or you might have a PDF which maybe for security reasons have been stripped of actual text when all the text in this PDF is just pure images of the text, so you can't copy it. And that just makes for terrible RAG material. If we take this example of a McKinsey report I downloaded as a test, we can see that many of the information is actually, many of the semantic information is stored within all of these graphs and images. And using my my script, I will get a result like this, which is highly raggable, where you can see all the information is stored with basic Markdown. It describes clearly what is on the figures. It describes clearly what is on the text itself. That way we will store as much as the visual information as possible within these. And I'm going to walk you through how I set this system up. Okay, so the first step is that we run the DeepSeek OCR on each of the pages of the PDF we want to pass. So for example, here on the McKinsey report, it just scans each page and creates these overviews. Or scans for text, but as you can see, where graphs appear, we get shit output. Then we'll take as much of this text as possible from the DeepSeek OCR output and put it into an LLM and make that LLM make a global summary. So we'll have the context of what the report is about when we process each page individually with the multimodal Gemini free part of the automation. Here we have a page from a presentation that has a very large graph part. When we just run DeepSeek OCR on that, we get this quite terrible rendition of it, and this wouldn't really give the RAG agent any specific information on what is actually going on this graph. And then we take the combination of this page plus this DeepSeek OCR plus the global summary, give that to Gemini Free Pro, and then make that enrich the context and make a very detailed or a very comprehensive description, textual description of what is on the graph, what is on the images, and what is textually on the pages. Then we'll get something like this. Here we can see that on page 7 in the Gemini 3 enrichment, we see that it describes what is on the figures. It quite clearly describes major turning points and a trend after a significant dip in early 2020 and a peak in 2022. And that is what you can actually see on the page, even though actually the X coordinate legend is not very good. It correctly identifies these points. I have publicly put my version of the code online, but I think it's quite easy to set up, and you can put it into your own pipelines and use your own local LLMs if you want to. So these are simply the steps. We run DeepSeek OCR on all pages, so we get good scans of them. Then we make a global summary of as much text as possible. I've simply set it to the first 20 pages in my automation, but that is probably not relevant even that much. We just need to have context. So when Gemini 3 Pro makes its enrichments, then it knows what's the overall report is about and how it should handle that. Then we, per 10 scans, we batch up 10 scans at a time, put that with the raw images of each page and the global summary into a Gemini 3 Pro call, and ask the LLM to enrich each page with all the visual hidden content on the page, and then it creates the enriched pages in Markdown. And then we just simply use some Markdown to PDF handling, and then make this document that is better for agent systems, RAG systems. Yeah.